only is he smart.
Keep going.
Not only I'm gonna keep going. Not only is he a hard worker, I think you're a hard worker.
Appreciate that.
And he grinds, right? But this guy is one of my favorite new up and comers. I don't really want to say new because you look so like you feel like a vet.
Yeah.
But this guy has been killing it. I really enjoy stand up. Every time you go on stage, I enjoy watching you. I think you're hilarious, and we got to know each other a little bit more in New York.
Yeah,
we bonded.
Yeah,
you didn't win the competition, but guess what? You won right here, dude.
I won the hearts and minds.
You know
of the
what I'm
audience,
saying?
man.
Yes, you did, dude. My dad was like, "Me gustó el de los lentes." He
that-
was funny. That guy was funny. He had a cholo lifestyle, pero he's funny. But yeah, man. So yeah, dude, Vince. I can't even call. What's his last name?
Caldera.
Caldera.
Wow.
I always say
Thank you, Joel.
Caldera.
No.
Caldera.
Vince Caldera, that's right. Dude,
Vince Caldera, everybody.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate
Joe.
that.
Hey, before we got Joe in the back too. Oh,
What's up,
Joe, look at
everybody?
that handsome guy right
What's
there.
up,
That
everybody?
beard.
Hey, thank you.
Look at that
Hey.
dude, he's been working out and he's been rubbing it in my face about it because he's been flexing his chest so I can
When you got it, dude. When you got it, you got to show it off, baby. When you got
dude.
it, some people might not get it.
Yeah, dude, but I want to
Exactly.
see it, big guy.
No, that's what's
Yeah.
The more you work out, the less buttons you'll have up on your shirt.
I know, next
Put
week-
him
There you go.
back. Put him back. Dude, look at that.
Okay.
Put him back.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
you go to stores, department stores. You're like, can I have a shirt without buttons at all?
so
Yeah,
bad.
keep checking the back.
I just go to stores without shirts, dog. I get
You know
arrested
what?
all the time, man.
I think that he's gonna start wearing no shirts in the summer. He's like, that's like his new rule. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna stop wearing shirts.
yeah,
For the
yeah.
summer.
That's your look. Yeah.
I've seen you without a shirt. It's pretty nice.
Yeah,
It's a good view.
And you know
That's
what? No
good.
one liked it. No one likes it. I don't even like it. When I think that I'm starting to look good when I have a t-shirt and it just looks fit, and you're like, oh shit. And then I take off my shirt and the reality kicks in and I'm like, yeah, but under it,
Yeah.
it's like a disaster. Right? It's like,
What do
you know,
yeah, like when it comes to that, do you feel like, oh, like it's like a wake up call where you're like, oh, I got to get my stuff together, or I got to get just a different shirt?
you know what? It's like if my body feels like I treat my body like I did when I was a kid and I was just shove stuff under the bed. Like I have an under the bed body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just shove things under the bed. Like I know I need to fix this. I know this is bad.
Yeah.
I know that eventually I have to clean out my room, clean out my bed, clean
Absolutely.
under my bed.
Yeah.
And I'm just ignoring it. So when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I really need to start doing some push-ups. I need to start running. But then I'm like, but not this week. You know what I mean? This week, I just followed a new pizza spot. I'm gonna hit up this new spot. I found a new burger spot. I'm gonna hit that. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's hard for me to stick on a diet because Papa loves to eat.
I mean, you look like you're in shape and everything. It's
Thanks a lot, dude.
It's so funny for me to hear you say I take off my shirt and then it looks like your stomach saying help me or whatever.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, that's exactly what's going on.
I feel like there's so many moments where I feel self-conscious too. When I wake up in the morning, I'll turn on my phone, right? And I have the Face ID thing. And when my Face ID doesn't recognize me, I feel so ugly. I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't recognize me.
What do you mean? It's do I have an ugly face this morning?
Exactly. Do I need to shave? What's going on here?
Is it the glasses? You do it without the glasses?
I took my Face ID with the glasses. Yeah. And sometimes when I take it off, it won't recognize me. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You look like you're, how old are you? Because you're in your 20s, right?
27.
All the youth in this room.
Yeah.
27 here too, baby.
Yeah. You see?
27 club.
All right.
We're gonna
96.
die.
Keep it down.
You're young too, man.
27
27 club.
We both die.
Yeah,
as we
this is
leave.
Oh, yeah, it is the
Yeah,
27
yeah,
club. Oh, dude, I was paranoid about that.
Yeah.
Because that year I started booking a lot of gigs out of town and
On
plane
purpose?
rides, and I'm like, no. I was doing a lot of gigs where I would travel, and I'm like, oh no. When I was in a plane, I was just like, please don't let me be the 27. And then I realized I have to be famous.
Yeah.
For me to put a part of the fucking 27th club. Who the fuck cares?
Otherwise, you'd be an honorable mention or something,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
exactly, dude. And then that's I've always been that paranoid person that I always felt like something bad's gonna happen to me. I was gonna have bad luck. I was very superstitious. Cause
No, I hear that. Yeah, yeah.
let me tell you this.
Tell me that. Yeah.
Hear this one out. See if this isn't superstitious. When I was 13, right? I was gonna turn 13. My birthday's on December 13th. It was on a Friday 13th.
shit.
And it was 2003. And I'm like, bruh, and I was turning 13. So it was 13, Friday
Wow.
13, and I was turning 3. And I thought for sure I was going to get possessed. Like, I thought for sure, like, on midnight, I was going to, like...
Yeah, that's what's going to happen, yeah.
I was like, oh, the devil's going to, come inside me, and then it was just going to be... Not come inside me. Hey,
What's always about sex with you, man? God damn it.
I'm trying to change the sex energy, but I have so much sex energy, you have no idea, dude.
Maybe that's your demon. Yeah.
Shit, that's the demon inside me, dude. That's the demon that came inside me, dude. Oh, man.
No, do you remember, like, the 2012 stuff? Like, all the world ending and stuff?
Yeah.
I was really young when all that stuff was happening, and they were promoting that movie. I think they promoted it really well because it got me scared. But I remember, like, seeing billboards that, like, a rapture is coming and things like that. And that genuinely scared me because there wasn't anybody in my life to tell me, no, you should know better. This isn't real.
Right.
And, like, I stopped doing so many, like, things that, like, they weren't even, like, super awful things. But I'm like, I'm going to not jack off this whole week.
Right, because you just feel like...
Because if it happens on Friday, I don't want God to be like, you're beating your meat. You're beating your meat.
Wait, you really thought that beating your meat was a sin?
Yeah, well, I mean, I had, like... I grew up with my grandparents and stuff like that, and they were like kind of religious. So
your grandpa would say, "Hey, no te la jales,
no te tocas.
No te tocas. Oh, don't touch.
Yeah, don't touch. Yeah. But it's one of those things where, like, you know, I feel like because you're around it so much, like my grandma didn't even like it when I had Pokemon cards. She thought like they were the devil's things, you know.
Yeah, with that, I blame. You know what I blame with that? I blame Primer Impacto. That's like
I love that stuff.
It's a news for Latinos, right?
Yeah, I love that stuff. Yeah.
And they're too extreme.
It's gruesome.
Right?
It's gruesome.
Yeah. Like you're having dinner and you're seeing like blood, people's heads being chopped off, and you're like body parts, and you're like, yo, like there's no censoring in this fucking and then they end up showing like the biggest ass you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because the girl's just like out there showing the weather, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Showing a whole lot more than the weather.
Oh,
you know
yeah, baby. Dude, there's a storm coming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's bubbling up. And it's hard to go in your room and no te toques because, dude,
all
you want to do is tocar, you know?
Because you're like, I just saw someone get murdered, and then just a really hot lady tell me all these bad things. I need to do something to, like, quell my body, you know?
Yeah, dude. So that's crazy that you thought that was a sin.
Yeah, I did. And I feel like once I got older and I was like, oh no, these things are just natural things for a person to do, you know?
I feel like this because, you know, Joe's the Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
Former.
Oh, former.
Well, when did you stop?
When I was 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I wasn't the best Jehovah's. I was kind of doing a lot of bad things. Like I was masturbating.
I mean, were you allowed to?
You weren't allowed to. You weren't allowed to. But I was doing a lot of it.
You were a little rule breaker. Oh, you stud.
I mean, I didn't feel good about it because you know, Jehovah or God is watching everything you do, and
did you get paranoid? Like, did you think like when you were done? Did you feel guilty? Like you know what I mean? Like, you're in your room, you're just, and then you just, what did I just do? Jehovah's gonna be pissed. Is that what? Yeah,
because you feel like you just feel like he just watched you jerk off or something.
That is crazy, right?
That's
or like
weird.
You're gonna hear like his God voice, like in the room, like Joel. What did we tell you
during the climax?
Joel, forgive me, Jehovah. Oh, you weirdo, dude. But
you're going to hell, dude.
Yeah, that sounds like fun for real, dude. That's the best way to masturbate. That's the best way to come. I'm sorry, Jehovah.
You die, you're getting judged at the gates, and you're like, how come I can't come in? And then they play the clip of you masturbating for the first time.
You came all right.
That's some Black Mirror shit, dude.
That's some Black Mirror shit. I think I've never thought like that. Like, oh, God's watching, because. Even if he did, I was putting on a show, baby. You know what I mean? I was putting on a fucking, like, you see, guy? So, and it's just, to me, I never felt like that was, I don't know. I never felt like God was watching me.
Yeah, my grandpa would like make me like read like the parts of the Bible to him so he could record it on like a tape recorder. And then when I wasn't at home, he would play it again and that sort of thing. Yeah, he'd do that. Sometimes go to church with them on Sundays. But then like
you were a church kid?
Yeah, but then my dad got out of prison, and then I stopped going to church.
So let's go back a little bit. So your upbringing was kind of wild.
Yeah.
You're a wild boy.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I wasn't wild, but the people around me were really wild.
Right. So you were watching like some wild shit go down.
Yeah.
You know, because let me tell you something. A lot of people tell me, Jesus, you're so hood and you're so street. You know what I mean? I'm a thug, but not really. Not as, like, you have way more street cred and thug cred than me. Because what's your early memory of, like, like when you start like realizing like, oh, your parents, who they are, like when did you start realizing, like, because I don't know, do you want to put that out there?
Yeah,
like,
no, definitely. I love remembering trauma. No, I'm kidding. That's not that bad, really. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like there were just like different things where like I'll reflect on them now as an adult, and I'm like, oh, that wasn't a normal thing to do. Like one thing I always tell my friends is like, oh, when you guys were kids and you saw a police car, did you ever call your parents to tell them that the police were out and about? And they're like, no, we never did that.
Yeah. Why would I want my parents to go to jail?
Yeah. It was like,
by the way, for the people that don't know, like your parents were hardcore.
They were doing like gang stuff
They were
and
in
things
gangs,
like that.
right?
Yeah.
Well, your dad was mostly in, or was it?
It was mostly my dad doing stuff and my mom too. Like
your mom was just a ride or die.
Ride or die. She's doing her own stuff too, like adjacent to
But
that.
she always had his back.
Yeah,
like, have you ever seen a cholo fight in the swap meet and that girl in the back, like, get him, Junior, fucking stab his ass, Junior? That was my mom.
Ride or die mom. And in the same sense, when my mom would get into fights, my dad would be like, yeah, go for it, do it.
Yeah,
like
beat her fucking ass.
Fucking spit on her.
Spit on that.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
And you were like at Chuck E. Cheese going like, can we go now? Like,
yeah.
You ruined my whole Chuck E. Cheese experience.
There was a moment, I've talked about this before, but where my mom on Thanksgiving got into a fight with a woman at a gas station.
You?
My mom fought a woman at a gas station.
Physical, just
physical
not
fight. Yeah.
Wow.
Just physically yelling at her and stuff.
And dude, I don't know why I got a full hard rock car right now.
And she stepped away. I was probably maybe under 10 or whatever. And so the gas station attendant had to come and watch me while my mom fought this woman. Whoa. So I just hear my mom yelling out like, you bitch, all this other stuff. And the gas station attendant's like, so how's school? How's break so far?
Trying to play like it's normal.
Exactly. Yeah. And so for a while, I just felt like that was normal. Like, oh, sometimes your mom's going to disagree with a woman. They're going to fight. That's it.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Dude,
so
was your mom still the type of mom that's like she was still trying to discipline you and be like, don't cuss. And you're like, you just said a mouth full of cuss words.
My mom didn't care if I could, she wasn't like a person that's like, don't do this or do that. Like my mom, when my brother was born, the first word she tried to teach him was fuck you. So that when my grandparents came back from Mexico, they would see that his first word was fuck you.
Because it was funny to her, right?
It was very funny to her.
That's the thing. That's so 90s too, dude.
It is so 90s.
That is so 90s.
I'm going to teach my kid an expletive so they can disrespect.
My dad loved to show the kids cuss words.
Yeah.
And want to repeat it, and he just laughed about it.
It is kind of fun at first, and after a while, you're like, oh, he can't stop saying it.
That's the thing. It's funny.
Yeah.
But you legit imprinted that word in his mind.
Yeah.
So that's all he knows what to say now.
Some people, their first word is mom or dad.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, beautiful words. You know?
Yeah, beautiful words.
It's so funny how parents forget that they're gonna go to Head Start in preschool, and these words are still in their brain. You know.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
So that's crazy. So when you were growing up, you got to see fights like that. You never were nervous or scared. You never were an anxious person because of that?
I think so. Sometimes when I hear people yelling, it does kind of freak me out a little bit because the next step in my head is oh, it's gonna lead to violence or whatever. Right. So that kind of does heighten where I'm feeling in my head. Also I feel like they introduced me to a lot of interesting people too because my parents were friends with a lot of tweakers and stuff. So they would always come home come to their house on a good one just looking around, talking about stuff. So oh, that thing's valuable. You could probably sell it for this much money and things like that.
That's what tweakers always know the price of things. The value of things. When they look at it, it's they know what the market is or something. They're just oh yeah, no, you can sell that right now for $300, homie. Real quick. And it's dude, a stapler? Yeah, it was a rare stapler, homie. Well, how do you know that?
I want an episode of Pawn Stars where the professional isn't a person that collects. It's just a tweaker. They're we brought in an expert and they're going to tell you how much this Pokemon card is worth. And that's a base set hollow. That's $1 million.
Right, and the tweaker just comes in. Oh man, that's a hollow, homie. that one right there is gonna be worth $2 million, homie.
Yeah.
Market is.
But if you want it, $50 right now, dude. I'll get $50.
They tell you what the value and then what they want for it. But I'll take it off your hands for $50, real quick, homie. And then I love that when the tweakers are always they give you options. You know, either you take it for $50 or I'll just steal it from you, homie. And $50 sound more that's worth getting my ass kicked. So yeah, I take it.
Yeah. You're you kind of have to buy stuff. If they're selling stuff, you sometimes have to buy it from them. I remember there was a guy that would sell incense, incense sticks. They're oh, it's 5 for 2 or whatever. And
that's
I'm
funny.
man, I'm like probably the reason why you might eat or not. So I'll buy out whatever you have. You know?
That's funny.
Yeah. But it was always stuff like that. I always thought like Tweaker was like, because they'd always mess around with stuff too, like computers or TVs. And I thought they were like discount repairman. You know, they'd be like, oh, my Tweaker friend's coming. They're going to fix a TV or whatever.
Oh, you know? Yeah. Some tweakers can be handy.
Yeah,
you know
some of them are useful.
Some of them, like, I've seen a tweaker help my dad, like, put the transmission back. Because he's just like, yeah, we'll do it real quick, man. And he's just in there fucking... And my dad's like, hey, that fool has all this energy. Yeah. Let's go, dog.
And they're cheap too, huh? You don't gotta pay them
super
that much.
Cheap.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing. They're super cheap.
Yeah.
You know?
And they can have a conversation and like they'll talk to you and they'll keep the conversation going with or without you. They'll be like,
yeah. They don't need, they're their own party, bro.
Yeah.
They're their own party. They got their own things going in their head. Like, but this is the scary part about tweakers. When I first moved to LA, like, it's scary to lock eyes with a tweaker that's talking to himself.
Yeah.
Because when you lock eyes with them, you automatically become the imaginary person he's talking to. Like, you are now that person.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're angry at an imaginary person and they lock eyes with you, you're them now. Now they're like, hey, give it back with me. Give it back. You're like,
you're bonded. You're bonded, yeah.
Like, and then everybody's looking at you like, dude, give it back to him. He's like angry. And it's like, no. This is a fake person that I just became because we locked eyes. That's all. You got to be careful. Don't lock eyes with a tweaker. That's like, you know.
It can be scary. It really can be scary. Yeah.
You ever had to like growing up that your parents ever like make you fight? Because I know some. Because the reason why I say that.
Yeah.
It's because I had a neighbor who's like they were like your parents in a way. They were all into gangs. The mom was kind of like that. She would always fight with neighbors and stuff. And they would make their kids fight. The kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They're like. Hey, Junior, come here. Hey, go kick his ass real quick. Hey, fight. And then they would just make them fight.
It's like fun to them.
Yeah, it's like what do you call that? What two roosters fight?
Like a cockfight.
Like cockfighting.
But with children.
Yeah, dude, with children.
Yeah, it's like a fight club.
It's a fight club.
Yeah,
it's like a ghetto Mexican fight club.
Yeah, and then then you get a Shakey's pizza party if you win, you know?
You know, that's the thing, dude. I mean, people talk all this shit, but hey, who gets to go to Shakey's after an ass kick? You know what I mean? Come on, dude.
Yeah. I mean, they never did that in the sense of like, oh, go fight that kid. They would always be like, you need to learn to defend yourself. If someone is bunking on you, you got to make sure that you can like either talk shit to them back or like do something if you ever need it, right?
You were in. I just picture him. Like his dad already knew like this guy is going to be weak sauce.
Yeah.
I need to like let him know now. Defend yourself. I mean, were you as a kid, were you just like I rather like collect rocks and play with like leaves and stuff. And
I
like,
love collecting shit.
Collecting
shit is my favorite thing to do.
You know why I knew
I love that shit.
I see it in your face.
Dude.
I see it in your face that you just want to collect something right now. I feel like your pocket's full of little like souvenirs that you collect.
Yeah, I love to covet shit, dude.
Like,
I
feel
love
like you like to like collect stickers for some reason. I love stickers and like you under your bed you pull out like this big ass like
That's all stickers.
a journal and has like a
bunch of teeth in there.
a bunch of teeth.
yeah.
Kind of
Jury
weird shit in there.
summons and like a bunch of teeth.
And everything is just like so neat and organized. And he's just fucking teeth. This girl walks in. Hey, babe. Told you to knock. Told you to knock. Sorry.
I collect trading cards. I collect clothes.
Fucking loser, dude.
So, I love that shit so much because like it's just fun. But like there's people that like are really into it. Like I play Magic the Gathering. Like that card game is the first trading card game.
Let me tell you something. Hold on, let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
Because looking at you, I know you're a nerd.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Just looking at you, I can see it. And, you know, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But nothing makes me, like, give you a wedgie more than what you just said.
Magic the Gathering?
Yeah. Say it again, and I swear to God, dude, your underwear is going to be over your fucking head. All right? Me and Joe are going to pick you up and take you to the toilet.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But here's the problem with that is that I'll say Magic the Gathering, you'll be like, oh, fucking nerd. But I say Pokemon, and you'll just name all, like, the generations and stuff. Exactly. Yeah. People are hypocrites about it.
Don't talk about Pikachu that way. No, but what the fuck you just said?
It's just it was the first trading card game. So Magic came before Pokemon, came before Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just been around longer. I don't know anything about this game of that you speak of.
Did
yes.
you hear this?
No, I never heard.
Well,
It's before my time. Before my
yeah,
we don't hear about shit.
You
know what I mean?
Were you? By the way, he wasn't even allowed to watch like Harry Potter. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't allowed to do that either. My grandma didn't want me to do that. I still watched it, but she.
No, I'm a bitch, so I didn't.
Dude,
so
I walked in the house and said, I'm gonna watch Harry Potter. Mijo is I said I'm gonna watch fucking Harry Potter.
You can't do shit.
Alright?
Yeah.
bitch, I'll call Border Patrol right now. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, yeah, that Wizard of Oz, whatever you just said, is fucking wild, bro.
No, I love The Wizard of Oz also. That's one of my favorite movies.
I bet you do.
Yeah, I love that.
Let me tell you
Dude,
something. Dude.
You can hate something, I'll love it.
Yeah, I feel like, I'm just going to throw it out there.
Go for it.
I feel like you like Bambi.
That's one of my favorites. I'll tell you this.
I knew it was your favorite. And I feel like he collected the glass cup that came at Burger King.
So funny.
Yeah.
And you just like loved it. And you just like loved using it. And that's when your dad's like, hey, you got to learn how to fight because you're going to keep loving Bambi and wearing like wolf sweaters.
Yeah. And that's my street name. My street name is Bambi.
That's what he's wearing right now.
That's
a badass. That's a badass sweater though.
And I will say this.
Yeah.
All right, before we go back to your thought, I can't rock that.
Yes, you can do it.
You actually look cool rocking that. Yeah. For like a nerd, you're actually a really cool guy. You're like Kid Cudi cool.
Kid Cudi cool. Here's the thing that I've heard, and it's always stuck to me. It's always stuck with me, is that confidence is the best accessory.
Oh, there we go. So where do you get your confidence from?
I think it's taken like a while to like kind of like build it and stuff, but I think it's just like owning up to the things that you like, you know? Like if you like magic or if you like Bambi or whatever, like it, you know? There's some extremes of it where it's like people dress up as like furries and things like that. I don't think that's crazy. I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like you just have to like really own up to the stuff that you care about, you know?
Because you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
It's not confidence.
Ooh, what is it?
It's the fact, all right? The fact that this new generation of like stop bullying, this is what happens. You turn into Vince.
That's so funny.
You turn into the stop bullying people becomes this.
I like this. I like this.
I bet you do.
I love this.
Bet you
this is the future.
This is the future.
I'm looking at the future.
This is the future.
I'm looking at future.
This is the past. Fuck. You're the past, man. You're over.
I'm over.
It's over for you, baby.
I'm getting canceled.
You're a bully.
Oh, I'm a bully. You're a bully. You're a bully.
You hurt me.
Yeah.
Did you ever bully anybody, or were you ever bullied
Look at
at
me,
all?
dude. You know how many times I bullied?
For sure, you were a bully, right?
I bullied kindergarten.
Yeah.
I bullied this one kid at kindergarten, and I bullied him all the way through second grade.
Wow.
Right? Then at fifth grade, I had a bully.
Yeah.
That had bullying me. So then I would take it out on another kid.
Yeah.
I would just pass it along. He would fucking give me a wedgie, and I'd get so fucking mad that I would find this kid in class, and I'll give him a fucking wedgie.
Wow.
And I'll kick him in the ass. Because I would get kicked in the ass. That's the thing. The people were just like, bro, I'm kicking me in. What the fuck? And then I'll leave, and then it's just kid just like like a mini version of it. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, get my fucking way, dude.
I just look like you hit me, and then my glasses will break immediately, right?
Yeah.
With wedgies, that always seems like so cartoony to me because that's always something I would see like kids like their underwear gets so stretched out and stuff like that, and you know they're all hurt.
I would mimic it. That's what I was watching, so I was like, that looks like the ultimate like uncomfortable thing to do to somebody. When a guy
it's like sexual harassment, basically.
Yeah, it's illegal. It's illegal.
You guys ever wedge? Hold on. Before I get fucking attacked over here.
No, I'm not
the
attacking
future
you.
attacking the
I'm
past.
not attacking you. I'm not attacking you.
Let me tell you something, dude. Have you ever gave anybody a wedgie?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
have you given it?
Yes. It feels good, man.
In Mexico, they call it canzoncino.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, canzoncino, which is kind of fucked up, but I get it. I get where it's coming from. Sumo wrestler.
I get it.
Canzoncino.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But my thing is like, it's so satisfying when you pull someone's underwear as high as it goes.
Yeah.
Right? To where the shit mark's at, you know, just all the way up. And watching them just now having to pick it out without having to take their pants off. Because it's impossible.
Oh, yeah.
It's impossible to pick that underwear out. You got to reach in. It's so uncomfortable. You just look
You're around all your friends.
And it's just the funniest shit ever. And I was more of a bully when there was girls around.
Oh,
you're trying to impress them.
I was every 90s movie bully. That's what I was me. Yeah. The girl on the shoulder, hey, watch this. And I'm trying to impress.
Yeah.
Thinking that was cool.
This nerd bothering you? Type stuff, right?
Does he make you uncomfortable? Like it's making me, I'm going to do something about this.
Nice books. So then you knock him out.
Yeah, dude. But you know what it was? It was like, I rather bully because I know I'm about to get bullied. Because I was bullied growing up. Like in my house, I was bullied. And I just... No, my cousins will bully me. So bullying was like a thing in the 90s. It was like either you bully or get bullied. Yeah. So I was the one that's like, well, I'm gonna start. I'll bully first, all right, before I get.
Yeah, you'd rather have it happen to someone else before it happens to you.
Big time.
Yeah.
And I was a nice bully.
But people still get bullied today, though.
No, they don't.
Yes,
though.
they do. They get bullied and they go home and cry, and then someone films them and they post it on social media.
That's what's weird.
You start a GoFundMe for the kid and the family. They get like $50,000.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's good to get bullied.
Well, you're saying it's a good thing.
It's good to be a victim.
It's financially you should get bullied because then you can go home, cry, record it, and you can make a GoFundMe for your family.
So
and then
you think it was good.
Yeah,
it's a good thing.
Thank you for your service.
That's what I'm talking about.
Stolen valor.
Stolen valor. To what Joel is saying. To what Joel is saying, bullying is so different now. Because like the way that you bullied and the way like kids in my class would bully was so different. Like sure there'd be like acts of violence where like they would like hit someone or whatever, right? But kids would bully other kids that couldn't do certain things like academically. So like we'd be in class, right? It'd be popcorn reading where you have to pick the next reader, and kids would pick the kid that they knew either couldn't speak English very well or couldn't read very well.
Let me tell you.
So they throw it to them, they throw it back to a person that would read, and they throw it back to that kid again.
Yeah. And maybe that's why when I look in your eyes, I feel like you would have picked me, and I just have this anger because I was the worst. Till this day, I'm the worst reader. I'm very slow.
I fucking love reading out loud.
I
love reading. Dude.
Yeah,
I love that stuff.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I'm like, listen to me pause with these commas.
Furthermore, I've never seen you read actually, dude.
I don't do it. I avoid it.
I don't know if you can.
I don't know if you can. I avoid it. I mean,
what's that say?
I can dude, don't even get me started. Dude. Hey!
I know. He always makes me
How
read
did you bully me right now? You're bullying me. Dude, you're going to get canceled, dude. What's wrong with you,
You
man?
always make me read your text messages for you, dude.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
I don't do that.
What'd she say?
Hey,
What did she say?
that's private.
No, sorry.
I said just send emojis. Just send emojis.
What is she trying to say right now? Yeah. Dude, yeah. It's terrible. I was a terrible reader, and I hated it. And I hated when people corrected me.
That's the worst.
It would make me frustrated. I remember the word that I got in trouble for, that I punched this kid because it was respect.
Yeah.
And I said respectable. And people were like,
Stupid.
you told me, no, you're adding words that aren't there. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's respect. And I was like, respectable. And then he was like, no, it's respect.
Yeah.
And in that moment, that kid like realized that, oh, he just doesn't know how to read, because he was like, it's respect.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
it reminded you of another word or something, right?
yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was respectable, and the word was respect, and the guy was just like, oh no, it's respect.
And he's looking at you like, oh,
and
I
I'm
got
just like,
you.
I was like, nah, dude, it's respectable. And he looked at me, he's like, no, it's respect.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, you, like, in my head, I'm like, he figured it out. Like, he found out. Now he knows. So then I was just like, what, motherfucker? Boom, I punched him in the face, and they took us outside, and like, fuck, it was fifth grade.
You're like, what does
And I
this
sat
say?
outside.
And
Yeah. Respectable. Respect this.
Yeah.
And I punched him in the freaking face.
From then to when I was in school in the 2000s to like to now, it's like those private moments of embarrassment are now public because of like social media and all those phones, you know.
Right.
So I think that's what's scary. Like I'm happy that I don't get bullied today. I think back then it would have been like, okay, I could handle this a little bit, but if it had been in that sense where people record you like having the worst day of your life, I think that'd be a lot worse.
But did you get bullied?
I mean, kids would call me like gay and stuff like that in middle school.
Yeah, you know what?
It's like
that's my go-to for you.
Yeah.
I would say gay. I would say gay. Listen, I'm not saying.
Oh, and
but
I'm not saying it like that at all. Yeah,
let's go back. Look, we're gonna. Time flies. We're gonna fly.
Yeah.
We're gonna fly back to when, like right now, time machine. We're in fucking fifth grade.
Yeah.
This is fifth grade. 2000 for me. Fifth grade was 1999. Whoa.
Gotcha. I think.
Right?
Yeah.
And you walked in. I would call you the F word. I'm afraid to say it.
Yeah.
I would call you the F word. That's my go-to.
The first thing, yeah.
And then I would say, why are you being so gay? That's me saying, when I tell somebody, why are you being so gay? Was, why are you so weird? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to say it, but the coolest way to say that is by saying, why are you being gay?
Well, you're saying that because all the older kids are saying that stuff. And that's what you want to be like the older kids, so you're going to say the words that they're saying, you know?
Big time.
One of the things that was like a gay thing was if you wore like a pink shirt or anything pink, they'd be like, "Oh, that's gay."
Automatically, it's gay.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you would wear something pink?
I think I did that once, and then it turned out okay. But I think for other people, if they wore it, it was like it was like, oh, this is really bad. This is like
your dad let you just walk out with a pink shirt?
Well, here's the thing. My dad wasn't around a whole lot because he was in prison.
This is like prison times.
My parents never hit me, and it's because they were in prison. So I think I got away with a lot of it. I got away with a lot of it.
That's awesome.
So,
I wish my parents were in prison. Would have stopped getting hit.
Just frame them. Just frame your parents, you know?
Yeah, dude. But I want to go back to the prison, but before that, I want to say like, though, I remember one time I wore white pants, and it was like from my karate class, like those white pants. Yeah. So, dude,
they're comfortable.
I felt so comfortable in those white. When I put on those white pants in karate class, I remember going like, "Holy shit!" Like I was able now I'm able to do this,
to be flexible,
to kick somebody in the fucking chin if I have to. Like, if, you never know when you're just gonna like, what the bam, like
Yeah.
I did that Ninja Turtle move where he just like goes in the circle and just keeps looking.
Yeah, you're like, let someone say something to me.
Those pants made me feel so comfortable, and I said, why didn't I wear these to school? Like, why am I only wearing them to class?
Yeah.
So I said, I'm gonna take them to school. I took them to school. I got dropped off. I see my friends playing soccer. I was that soccer kid. Like I was that little paisita kid that would go play soccer.
Yeah, first thing you do when you get to school, you play soccer.
7 in the morning playing soccer. I mean, I would walk into like kindergarten class sweating, you know, like that kid. So I fucking ran to the soccer field. This older kid pushes me. I fall into some water, like a puddle, and it's like mud all over. Destroyed my white pants. And the reason why he did it was because I was dressing gay.
Wow.
He said, he's supposed to looking dressed like a gay guy, and fucking bam, he threw me.
Yeah.
And it got all over my gay clothes. And then I was now like, the water was like, so, because it's so thin, it's so see-through.
Oh, and you can see stuff.
My Batman underwears.
Oh my!
And it had like the Batman like the black like outlining of like the stitching.
Yeah.
So you could see the whole cut.
The bat signal came out.
You know what I mean? It kind of looked like this. Like the stitching was like. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you can see like the figure right there. You can see Batman's head just like. Yeah. And I just have to sit in class and just.
And you're probably cold too. Yeah.
Oh, I'm freezing.
Yeah.
And but everybody's now laughing at me. And that's the thing. You would think they'll send me to the office. You had to toughen it up. The 90s, baby.
Yeah.
Tough it up.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they should have sent you to the office to get something. But
should have sent you home, I feel. They should have sent you home, dude.
I love that's a send a kid home worthy, I think. Yeah, that was worthy to send a kid home.
I love going home early. I love that. I love having a bad day, go home early, just start it all over.
You see, I would have thought
that's my favorite thing.
I would have thought that you got boners just because they gave you a chapter book.
Dude, wow.
This guy just like chapter book. Oh,
yeah. I'm the. What about our homework? You know, like that kind of thing.
Oh, you're that guy that was.
No, I wasn't like that, but I. Yeah.
Did you? I feel like Vince is the type of guy that would get a hard on when he sees like. Action figures that are like dressed like voluptuous, like the girls, like Roger Rabbit's like Jessica Rabbit. You know what I mean? He's just like, oh, like it's a cartoon. Like cartoons never got me hard, but for you, I feel like you would be like,
I will have you know,
oh boy,
that Jessica Rabbit was my first imaginary girlfriend.
Oh my god, dude!
Pretty cool.
Out of everything you said, that was gay. No, she was hot. She was hot for sure, but. It didn't do it for me. It had to be real. It had to be a real person.
I think cartoons can be hot. I think they can be hot, and I think that's kind of
Who's the hottest cartoon except for Jessica Rabbit? Who's the
hottest cartoon except for Jessica Rabbit?
And you're just like, ooh, bitch is caked up. Because I'll tell you one right now.
Oh, Dexter's mom, dude. From Dexter's Laboratory?
Dexter's mom was caked up?
Yeah.
From the show Dexter?
Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh, I never seen
I've never seen the mom.
Yeah.
I never seen the mom.
She's hot. I'll pull up a picture afterwards.
No, we're gonna pull up a picture. Pictures pulled right now. Boom, boom. I never really thought she was hot. I guess she was hot. Yeah.
Look at that. Wow.
Oh man, that ass. So
invite me over for dinner.
You know, remember cow and chicken?
You're like, the cow's so fucking hot.
No, dude. No, but the little
you sick fuck. You sick son of a bitch.
If you keep fucking bullying me, dude, we're gonna have to go outside. I don't like the fact that he's starting to bully me now. You know?
Dude, come on, man.
That's the thing. When you're at a high school, like the smart kids will start bullying the people that that didn't do well in high school. But we go back to my hot fucking character. It was that little devil guy with those cheeks.
A guy?
Yeah. The cow and chicken.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Them cheeks made me vibrate. I'm like, oh, I know it was a guy, but those look like fucking.
When you're a kid, you can't tell.
You don't.
Yeah, dude.
When you're a kid, cheeks are cheeks.
You don't discriminate. Yeah,
bro. Cheeks are cheeks when you're a kid. So I was like, when I used to see that, it would make me sweat a little bit. I would just be like, you got to get that little devil guy out of my fucking screen right now.
Yeah, yeah. I need to change the channel. I need to go to Disney Channel or something.
I don't think cartoons are hot, but this guy is making me think differently. You know what I'm saying?
My mission now is to make you think that cartoons are hot.
Yeah.
There's also like implied hotness where like you wouldn't see like a character's face, but you'd see the rest of their body. Like in
There's a lot of that. Yeah.
In Powerpuff Girls, there's Miss Bellum, the mayor's assistant or whoever. She was really hot, even though you never saw her face.
No, I've never seen the show. I don't.
Yeah. Wow.
You never. Hold on. Did you know?
I love Powerpuff Girls.
So you know what cartoons are?
Dude, I didn't watch.
Jehovah doesn't believe in cartoons.
I didn't watch a lot of cartoons, baby. I didn't watch a lot of cartoons, dude.
What will you be watching?
Nothing, dude. Nothing. Just Jehovah Witness documentaries and shit.
Oh, but
I swear to God,
there's got to be some bad bitches in that documentary.
Yeah.
No, it's all dudes. It's all everybody's ugly. Everybody's beat up. No one's attractive. It's fucking disgusting.
You got to witness something.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Seniors.
Wow.
But so Joe, like, did you ever watch anything growing up that you were like, oh my God, this bitch is bad?
From Halo. You guys remember Halo? You guys
I
play
didn't
Halo?
play Xbox stuff.
No, Cortana from Halo.
I wasn't a Halo guy, dude.
No,
My parents didn't believe in that video games. They were like,
¿Por qué?
$100 for a game.
the only hot people that I
Wait,
saw.
don't tell me you were that kid that's outside of GameStop.
Yes, I was.
Out.
I was camping out for Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3.
Loser!
No, you're a fucking loser.
You're a loser.
You're a loser.
All right, yeah.
All right, sorry.
ODST and all that stuff.
Yeah, see, he knows what I'm talking about,
don't
dude.
start,
Or
dude.
Orbital Dropship Trooper? Is that
Oh,
what that is?
Oh, yeah, why don't
yes,
you guys just
yes,
fuck each other
dude.
then? If that's the case, you guys are getting along.
This guy is fucking cool, dude. This guy's cool
Yeah,
as
you
shit,
know what?
bro.
You know what? You are cool.
Yeah.
You're a really
I
cool
appreciate
guy.
that.
I appreciate that.
That's my bad.
Oh, dude, that's a rookie
That's the
mistake.
perfect
dude.
timing.
That's
Yeah,
a fucking rookie mistake.
Yeah, you're smooth, man. That's what I always liked about you. You're smooth. You're calm, collected. You're like the total opposite
Hey,
of
Vince,
us,
let me
man.
ask you a
I
question.
appreciate that. Yeah.
You fuck?
Yeah. Well, I have a girlfriend right now. And we fuck. Yeah, pretty often.
He's having sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Papa's having sex over here.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy. Yeah.
Your posture, you got like, you know, skinny dick energy. You know what I mean? You got skinny dick energy. You got like,
Yeah.
you do you moaner? I feel like you might be a moaner.
I feel like I'm being more like liberal with it. Like I'm letting myself do it more. It's weird because like I feel like
Did you question a lot of your moves? Like, I don't know if
like with like porn and stuff like that. I feel like when you see it when you're like really young, because like I saw it very young, you think, oh, that's how it's supposed to happen every time, you know. And like I never heard a guy like moan or anything and that stuff.
Right.
But now I'm like, oh, I'm in charge of this. I'm the director of what's going on.
Ooh.
I can moan.
Ooh,
I
yes.
can say these things, you know.
Like this guy.
yeah, I just slowly started realizing like I could make some noises.
Yeah.
I am a lot. I always been the all you'll get is like hot breath out of me, like
Yeah. Yeah. Like you
all you
just
would get.
ran a long time. Yeah.
like you're just like I'm holding everything in.
Yeah.
Now it's oh god, oh boy, you know what I mean? I'm giving you a couple of good moments.
You know what I love?
I'm enjoying. Yes,
I love hickeys. I love getting hickeys.
Ooh.
I like that
You a
because I like
ratchet bitch.
people asking me.
you're a ratchet.
I like
bitch.
people asking like what happened.
Wait, you like getting hickeys?
I like getting them.
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
now
Yeah.
hold on. Time out.
I like that.
Time out. My
They-
guy. Hold on. No.
They
Joel-
hurt a little bit. They hurt a little bit.
Wait, you're saying that you get them too?
Yeah, hickeys.
They're
are
fun.
To me,
Yeah.
that is like the weakest thing you can do as a man. Just letting someone just suck.
It's masculine, bro.
Yeah.
You're letting somebody just, and you're just like, oh yeah, suck right there. That is the weakest thing.
No, it's part of something else. You're not just. She's not just
it's
reaching
part of a
over.
connection.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something right now.
You're
That
fine.
is the gayest
No.
thing.
Wow.
Yes.
'Cause you're
90s,
ma-
this is
look,
90s bully, right? This is not future bully. This is 90s bully.
Yeah.
That is the gayest thing I ever heard of letting a girl just suck on your neck.
No.
I think it's. I
And you
think
walk
it-
around like you're. This is the thing. You're walking around the grocery store with a fucking hater mark, right? And she's just like
Men
grabbing
call
you
it a
like,
hater mark. That's
yeah,
so funny.
yeah,
That shit's so
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
But here's the
But
thing.
then, you know what it looks like to me? It looks like she's like you're her bitch. Cause she's like walking
Yeah.
around and you're over there. She's walking to the grocery store and you're grabbing her little like little loop,
Yeah,
little belt
yeah,
buckle, and you're just walking behind her like, babe, that's what it looks like to me.
I like a hickey because it makes people know that I'm getting busy.
Ooh.
And
Right.
also, like, when I come back, like, on a Monday from work, and they're like, what'd you do over the weekend? I like being like, oh, nothing. And then I just,
Bam!
show a little
Oh!
bit, you know?
Yeah,
some,
yeah,
some
yeah.
water cooler talk, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I
water
like
cooler
I like it when
talk.
people ask, dude. Like, is that a hickey? You're just like, what? Chill, chill,
relax,
chill,
dude.
relax. What the fuck?
Because to me, it feels like that's as far as it went with you that night.
Oh,
I don't feel
really?
I don't feel like there was fucking. I feel like there was just neck sucking, and that was
No,
it. It didn't get far.
You think a hickey is when it's an addition. It's when you're having sex, and that's part of it. You don't just like suck a neck when you're not having sex. You gotta have sex first.
Oh, you see, I'm thinking.
You gotta be having.
I'm looking at it wrong.
It's as it's happening. It's happening. You know, it's not like, oh, I want you to give me this. It's like this is a result of what happened naturally.
Yes. It's not just you guys are talking, and then she's like, real quick.
So you're just fucking pounding.
Yeah.
Missionary, and she's just leeching on like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've stopped that plenty of times. Hey, what the fuck you doing? No, because the nerds love it. Bitch, get the fuck
the
off
nerds
of me.
love it, yeah.
I don't like that shit. My man.
Why don't you like it? It feels
cool. It's just,
like, I'm not
they
Vince.
like it.
Yeah,
Like,
it feels nice, dude. It feels nice.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
I like it too.
Yeah,
Well, he gets busy. I like
I'm
that.
like, do you want to?
Yeah, we'll do it later. We'll try. Let's shut it down.
I feel like I'm not a part of it. I'm like, no. I want to join. Can I get a hit? I want to get a hit.
No, dude. It's too late.
If I
for
had to
you.
let somebody give me a hickey, I don't know if I'll let Vince give me a hickey just because like he's very soft.
Yeah.
He'll be like, and Joe, you're a monster, bro.
No,
I feel like you would give like those like big like, did someone punch you, hickey?
Oh
Yeah.
You give like those baby like, oh, that's cute nibble.
And you would feel my beard on your neck and shit, dude.
Yeah, dude, I don't like any of that. I don't want none of that. But that's cool, man. I mean, I'm glad that you know what? Because if I had a guess, I didn't think you were fucking.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I think that's what I like. Is I present a certain way, but
yeah. I think that you're two things when I see you.
Yeah.
First is does this guy, is he a scientist? Is he gonna build the next vaccine, or is he building a bomb?
Yeah.
You're building something.
Yeah.
In that room of yours, and you're like hiding yourself. Nobody really sees you. As you walk by your apartment, the scent of like death is around. You know,
murdering people.
Yeah, something, animals or something. You're cooking something
I'm
up.
developing a vaccine, so some casualties are going to happen. You know?
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but you're actually not that guy at all. You're really cool. I feel like what right now, explain to us, what is, if I go on your phone and I press your Spotify, what are we listening to?
Oh fuck! I don't think you'd like it. It's a lot of like alt indie like type girl band stuff, dude. I like feeling sad when I'm driving,
dude.
Like, I like looking out the window and being like, these people are wrong about me.
They don't get me.
They don't get me.
They don't fucking get me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna show you something here, dude. And I want
What are you gonna show us a song?
I'm gonna show. No. I'm not gonna show you a song, dude.
Oh man,
I want you to see what it says right there, dude.
Yeah.
What it says.
Yeah, he needs you to read it. Dude.
Yeah. First of all, hey.
He needs you. What does it say?
Go down the list and go all the way.
All the way down?
Read all of them. All right. The Spotify. This
So
is my
want me to open up the thing oh wait. Sorry.
So you go. I want you to read. Boom. And
I
then
see.
Boom.
I see.
All the way down.
R&B mix.
That's number one. That's
Okay.
what I was listening on the way over here.
That's
R&B.
nice.
Some sad shit.
I love a good Sade in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Yeah.
Smooth operator.
Some SWV. I love it. Indie mix. Okay, yeah. What I love about indie is that it's so ambiguous. You know, it could be the Strokes or it could be like Phoebe Bridgers or something. You know?
Yeah.
That was hard. That was
beautiful.
That was fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So that one's like a good way to keep someone off your trail. The Lumineers Radio.
Come on, baby.
I fucking love the Lumineers, and I never thought that me like having gangster parents, having lived the life that I've lived, that I'd be like, oh yeah, I love a song called Ophelia. You know?
Ophelia is a fucking banger. It's a feel good music. I love the Lumineers. The Loomies, my fucking fave.
The Loomies.
The Loomies are my fucking fave. I love everything about them. The guy's a hunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, the Lumineers make you want to buy a ticket to the Amtrak and just stare out the window. You know?
And if it's raining, goddamn, I'm busting nuts.
If it's raining,
I'm busting fucking nuts.
You know what I listen to when it's raining?
Yeah.
Death Cab for Cutie. That's what I love. I love fucking Death Cab.
Dude, I'm about to give you a hickey right now. Dude, I'm about to give you a hickey right now.
These are the last three.
Yeah.
Twilight Vibes.
Which is, the movie Twilight vibes. All right.
So that means some Paramore.
Paramore, yeah.
Sad Indie, which could be a sad stroke song or a sad
Indie.
Yeah.
Well, if you press that, boy, we will start crying.
Oh my God.
Sad Indie's great.
And then in case your boy's in the car, 3-6 Mafia.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Your boy's in the car.
That's perfect.
That's what I'm banging. That's what your boy's listening to. That's what's going on in my fucking world.
That's amazing.
But sad indie is my go-to.
Yeah.
Sad indie is what I like. I like to feel a little bummed out. I don't know why. It makes me. Yeah. It sounds weird. It makes me happy to feel sad. Does that feel good? Does that feel weird?
Here's my take on sadness. Yes. Sadness is a combination of every feeling that you could have. Sadness is happiness. It's loss. It's all these other things, but it's also this appreciation of like that things can be better, and you've seen things at their worst. But you're in a place where when you listen to it, you're okay. Well, another thing that I've been learning is
scientist.
Nostalgia. Yes. I was reading, and nostalgia is just like this sense of security. So when you feel nostalgia, you're nostalgic for a place in your life where you felt secure. And I thought that was crazy.
Whoa.
That's why people, right?
You're freaking me out, dude.
You want to hear something that I daydream about all the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any song that I like, a romantic song, a banger, even a hard rap song.
Yeah.
I always, goddamn Vince, if you don't shut that goddamn phone.
I'll turn it off. Keep going.
No, you're good. Sorry, I just felt like giving you a wedgie right now. I always go back to me. I was daydreaming of the fact that if I was a singer that created this song and I'm performing it in my high school.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do I always think about that? I'm always like, if I hear like a Ed Sheeran song and I'm like romantic and it's like, I always picture myself on a talent show. This is the movie that plays in my head, right?
Yeah.
I'm in my school. The talent show's on, which is weird because shouldn't school be on? But no, for some reason the school stops and everybody's rushed to the fucking auditorium because there's a talent show. And I'm in the back and I'm just like, and everybody's fucking with the guitars and it's just like, what's going on? Who's this guy? And I'm just like by myself and I go to the DJ, play track 1.
Yeah.
And he's like, sure. And then it just starts and it's just like, when your legs don't. And it's like.
That's so funny.
The hottest girl in school is just the girl I had a crush on, just locks eyes with me and everything disappears and me and her are going and I'm hitting those notes hard, thinking out loud. And then it's just, I'm in the zone and then it stops and it's quiet and everybody's just clapping. I'm just like, oh God, did I just sing right now? I'm sorry, did I just sing like fucking heart out right now and everybody loved it? It's so weird. I'm a great singer, nobody do that. Like that is a fucking dream that I think about. I daydream this shit all the time.
Everyone in the crowd's like, I thought he couldn't read.
Hey, dude.
You gotta dream bigger, man. A talent show?
What are you talking about?
Not even a stadium, just a talent show at a local school?
Shut up, dude.
That's like big, bro.
That's a good dream.
I love the intimacy of it being a talent show because it's more special. You do it in front of a stadium, it could be for anyone. You do it at a talent show.
I see.
You do it at a talent show, you know who it's for.
I could care less about these fucks that are gonna go to this stadium. Who cares?
Yeah.
The people I'm trying to impress are in that fucking auditorium.
Exactly.
You're right.
All the people that make fun of me, all the people that think I was a loser, people that didn't say I know how to read. Yeah. Right?
And you fix it like that.
I fix it like that.
Yeah.
All because of my voice and the moment. And you know what pisses me off so fucking much? You know what really fucking steps on my nuts?
Yes.
That's a good visual, right?
Yeah.
Because when you step on your nuts, oh fuck.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what steps on my nuts, dude?
Yes.
Is when I'm listening to this song, and sometimes I would daydream in the car when my dad's driving on a road trip.
Yeah.
And people take me out of my own zen. It pisses me when I'm like in the moment, I'm singing to the girl, we're vibing, and my dad's like, and I'm like, what? He's like, estoy diciendo que mira the mountains, it looks beautiful. And I'm like, fool, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm in the middle of a fucking daydream right now.
Yeah.
I was just gonna get the girl. I had to reset the song. And I gotta go back. And it's like hard to get back into the groove again because I'm like, I was locked, I wasn't even here. I was there. And now you fucked it up.
It's like when you're writing, you know? Like you're writing like a joke or something, like you have a flow and then someone interrupts it, you know?
That's never happened to me. Dude.
Really? Wow.
Ooh.
I don't write like that.
Wow.
I don't write like that, right? You say another nerd shit again, dude. Wait. Are you telling me you write? Wait. Now let's go back to some writing.
Yes.
How do you write bits?
Yeah.
How do you write your jokes? Because that just threw me off. How do you?
Well,
write?
I didn't mean for that. Sorry.
No, you're forgiven.
When it comes to stuff, I'll think about like different moments in my life, and I think about like what's important to me at that moment in time. Like I'll think about things that I'm dealing with. Like for example, this year. I'm like, oh, I've been visiting my grandma a lot. I've been doing this with my brother. Those are things that are top of mind. So I'll talk about those things. And I'll just kind of keep on writing about them. And I'll try to go for really long jokes so that I can always like throw in tags.
But your jokes aren't long.
Well, what you've seen isn't long, but I can do really long bits.
Oh.
You know, because like when we do stand up, like
you only get 10 minutes.
You get 10 minutes. You might
you
get 5 minutes or whatever. So you have to do the best parts of that. You know, like your best mix.
So when you write, are you like looking for a story, or are you just looking for like the setup punch, like quick, like because it feels like to me sometimes when you write, it sounds very one-liner ish.
Yeah.
And then there's always like double meaning in what you're saying.
Well, it's partially that, I think, to get people interested, and then that way I can get to the point where I can say what I really want to say.
Yeah.
So I try to find a thread where everything is connected by. So I'll start off with one thing. This thing can easily go into this thing and then into that, and I put together like this patchwork.
No, I don't write like
a set. Yeah.
I don't do that.
For me,
that to me, it gives me a headache.
Yeah.
Being in my room with the paper and a pen, and you're just going off of ideas.
Yeah.
Is the most hardest thing for me to do.
Yeah.
Because
it is tough. Yeah.
I just don't think it's funny.
It's not exciting.
It's not exciting.
Yeah, it's not.
It makes me feel like you must have the confidence to be like, oh, this bit's gonna work. Because in my head, if like I need the idea. The idea needs to be funny up here, and I need to say it, and I need to get a reaction. If it wasn't funny, then it's not funny. Move on.
Yeah. I feel like there's also still moments in stand-up where you can have something funny and people might not laugh, but they can recognize that was a good bit. And but what sucks is that you want someone to laugh.
Yeah.
Someone be like, oh, that was really good. And then you're like, well, how come you didn't laugh at that?
Yes,
you know?
Yes.
That's the part that's frustrating. But yeah.
Well, when I do, so the way I write, when I go up on stage, I will give you an idea to the audience. And depending on their reaction, I'll know if it's a good bit or not. Like, if it's like 6 people like at an open mic and they're chuckling, then there's something there.
Yeah, exactly.
If nobody's laughing, but everybody's quiet and listening to me, so there's something's there.
Yeah.
Now, if I say something and people are just giving me like this look, like what, and people are talking, then I'm just like, okay, that's trash. It's not even like. There was no clever thought or anything.
It's not worth trying.
It's not worth trying. I just put this to the side. You know what I mean? I you know.
Or you say
I treat it like a side chick. Just go right here.
Yeah. Like, let's not talk about this again. Yeah.
So, like I like to freestyle on stage and just figure out my vibe.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I think that's what's fun about it, is figuring it out. But at the end of it, when it's all complete, you're like, fuck, I really did this.
Yeah. When did you start? What year did you start? Or what age did you start?
I was 16. I started in 2012. Yeah. It's been a while, but I didn't really start.
Wow, I didn't
really like get to go up until I hit college. So like at about 18 or 19, and I had like that liberty because my parents were driving me to places. My parents were driving to like an alt comedy show down here in downtown. I'd go see that, and I would watch a lot of comedy first. Then I started actually doing it.
So funny to watch your dad just be like, oh, "What the fuck you doing over there, homie?"
Like they just write fucking jokes. What is that?
Yeah, they write jokes. They
don't have a family.
Yeah, they don't have a family. Like it's funny how like the cholos concerned about them. Like, oh, they crazy or what? They don't have a family.
I love cholos. Like,
Dad, just got out.
Just so fun. They're like my favorite character because it's something that's really tough.
Yeah.
But also something that's so easy to laugh at. Like in a sense of like.
But Cholo is very LA though.
It's very LA.
It's very
regional.
LA. It's very.
You didn't grow up in LA?
No, dude.
Where'd you go?
I was born in LA, East LA General Hospital, but then I was raised in Arizona.
Oh,
yeah, I'm fucking
right.
American.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
I bet. How do you know right now? You know who the fuck I voted for? Some bitch. Right now, come on, baby, let's go, baby. Me and Joe voted for the same person.
That's so funny.
Who'd you vote for?
Yeah. Anyways, did you grow up with cholos?
God, not really. I mean, there was cholos in my hometown, BP, but I didn't really grow up around them.
What's BP?
Baldwin Park. It's like West Covina area.
Yeah.
There's Buena Park, so you got to be careful when you say BP.
Buena Park, yeah. Well, that's where Knott's Berry Farm's at. Buena Park.
What was that?
That's not
Buena Park is Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Farm, but that's is that Buena Park or is it?
Buena
Park.
Yeah.
I thought it's a borderline Anaheim and Buena Park.
Yeah. It's right
I used to
before.
live right there.
Oh, really?
When I first moved out here, we moved with my aunt in Buena Park.
Yeah.
And then she moved to Anaheim, which is like right across the street from Knott's Berry Farm, and I'm like, yeah.
Wow.
But
every kid's dream.
Yeah. Yeah, you would think. It was funny. My cousin's a chola. Oh, really? My cousin was a chola. Yeah.
Was she like a nice chola or a good chola?
They called her Tears, and I would make fun of her. I'll call her Lágrimas because they would call her Tears.
The chola names are so funny.
They
really
hilarious. They're so childish, but it's like the hardest thing ever. Like it's like You know?
Yeah.
Like there was like a little baby. There's like a fucking
They own it.
Casper. There's a fucking baby Joker, and it's like they're so childish. It's so fucking. If you think about it, it's very like silly.
It's like a name generator or something.
Boy, is baby Joker's not something to be funny about.
She has 2 strikes. Yeah.
Oh boy, the tears. You don't fucking. The reason why she was called Tears because she makes people cry.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So,
one of the things that I thought was always funny is like cholos also love animals so much, and every cholo that I met had like a pet, like a dog that had like a normal human name.
Yes.
Like Lydia, but their name was like crazy.
those people get under my skin.
Yeah.
I feel like those
they
people
have such good hearts.
People that do that, like they kiss their dogs in the mouth. I feel like that's what's
they
going
give their
on.
dogs hickeys.
Yeah. But like cholos, to me, I feel like that's such an LA thing. That's such an LA culture.
I've never realized that, honestly, because
people try to mimic it like outside. Because there was cholos where I was from, but
yeah,
cholos look silly. Like to other people, they were just like, "Come on, dog."
Yeah.
There was a lot more. I feel like there's a lot more thugs
yeah.
than there are cholos. Cholos is like you're in a gang. You're like in a. It's like a kind of like a uniform.
Yeah.
A thug is more like a guy who has a normal job and this and that, but he has a gun in his car and he'll shoot anybody just cause.
Yeah.
Or he's like a hustler, he'll go shoot somebody. I feel like there's a lot more of that outside of LA. Like
I agree with that. I think it's just different versions of cholos.
Yeah.
They just look so much different. But again, like I've never really thought of it like that cholos are only like an LA thing.
For sure.
Until I like left and went to other places and I'm like,
that's why everything you see on TV, everything that it's always like some cholo shit, and I'm always like, yeah, it's got to be LA because it just sits right. Like just like the music, like Dr. Dre and stuff with Snoop Dogg, like it hits different when you're in Long Beach and you're listening to Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
it just feels different. It hits different when you listen to a Dr. Dre album and you're in fucking South Central. It just hits different.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like when I hear banda music or like Mexican music,
yeah,
and I'm in Arizona, it hits different than I'm in LA. Like it's weird seeing a guy with a big truck in LA. It's like, bro, there's like, why do you need 4x4 in LA?
Yeah.
What the fuck you
what's
doing?
the purpose?
What's the fucking purpose?
Where you going?
Yeah, exactly. Where the fuck you going?
Pull up.
So you're comfortable around a cholo. Like if you see a cholo, you don't feel like whoa.
Yeah,
you just feel like I've been around these people. I know what's up. I know what their vibe is.
I know what's up and stuff like that. I think just sometimes they can like stay like in a certain mindset and stuff like that, and I think that's what's difficult. Like especially when they get out of prison. Like I have an uncle that got out of prison recently, and like he's just like adjusting to stuff again. So
that's funny.
Yeah,
it's like you're teaching him about life and stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, look, it's not like that anymore.
No. It's it's Apple Pay. You just fucking put your phone. What the fuck?
Well, you know what's crazy is there's VR programs for prisoners that trains them on how to socialize, like VR, virtual reality programs, like a headset for prisoners. Certain prisons have them, and they'll give them like programs to kind of get them used to what to expect when they're out in society, like maybe dealing with an Apple Pay or maybe doing things that they weren't used to 10 or 20 years ago.
No way.
Yeah, because when you think about it, it's like you're going through like a time machine. You know, you knew the world in the 90s.
Right.
You're coming back in like
and in the
2020s.
world that you knew inside there is so different than
when someone gets out of prison, like that's been like in the 90s. They're gonna be dressing like someone from the 90s.
Oh, dude, I could tell. I could tell who just got out.
Yeah.
You see him at the comedy shows, and you're like, oh, he just got out.
Like you're wearing Rocco wear?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Anchor blue shorts, like anchor blue jean shorts. What the fuck's going on over there, dude?
Tommy Hilfiger polo in like a bright ass color.
They look like a fucking. They look like they're in a Jay-Z fucking pimp. What's it called?
A Pharrell fucking music video.
Yeah, Pharrell music. God damn it, I lost it.
I knew what you were saying. You dropped it. I picked it up.
I'm trying to say Big Pimpin'. You know? What I mean?
Yeah.
The Big Pimpin' Jay-Z music video, but yeah, dude. Well, that's cool, man, and I'm excited. I'm excited the fact that like you got to write for this fool.
Yeah.
The shows that's out right now on Hulu.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to season 2.
Thank you.
Season 1 was pretty dope.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking forward for season 2, and I just think it's perfect that you write for it. You know what I mean? It's so perfect because that is like your life. You were literally like when I see the show, I'm like, it's Vince. This is Vince's life right here.
And this isn't like for me to be corny, but like, yeah, it feels crazy to work for a show and feel represented by it because my parents have been in prison. A lot of my family's been in prison. They've been out. It's been hard for them to get jobs. They've had to go through all that. They've worked for the nonprofit that the show like spoofs.
No way.
My mom worked for Homeboy Industries.
Homeboy Industries. Yeah,
she worked there. You know, I know what it's like to like live in an ADU and stuff like that. Like all those things. Crazy. You know. So like to be able to take those experiences and see it reflected like that, that's insane because that doesn't happen.
And I think that out of all the shows, I think that one is like it's been done right. You know, I see a lot of the Cholo shows, Cholo this, and it's done right. You guys are actually doing it in a clever way.
It's self-aware too.
I love it. I love everything about the show. I'm excited to see season 2. Like I said, I like that you're a part of it. Frankie, everybody, Chris, Just I'm excited to see what some of the episodes. You know, I auditioned for one of the parts.
Oh really?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Well, that wasn't me.
No, I don't know, dude. I have a feeling that.
I was like, hey guys, really?
Yeah, you were like this guy.
I'm like, did he have someone helping him look at the lights?
Okay, I knew that was coming.
You're supposed to send him emojis for the script.
You see that's the type of shit. That's the type of shit that gets your glasses broken, right? You know what's gonna happen, dude?
Gotta move to contacts.
No, dude. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna bump you at a fucking. When I see you at the lab factory, I'm gonna go over there and bump you and be like, I go up and then put this guy in the fucking back.
Take all my time away.
No. That's funny. But yeah, dude, I'm excited to see more of that. You know?
I appreciate you.
I want to work with you more, dude. We gotta do something together.
Let's do something. I'm more than happy to. I love writing. I love getting into whatever I can, man.
Yeah, man. Let people know where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on social media at Vince Caldera on Instagram, TikTok. I'll have some shows coming up, and definitely got to take you on the road too, dude. Yeah, please do.
If you guys come to some of my shows, you're gonna be seeing this little cute muffin right here. All right. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That was like some Japanese girl, like a shy Japanese.
I love
girl.
that shit. Yeah.
Oh, I bet you do.
Yeah.
I bet you get turned on with anime. Anyways, all right. Well, that is the episode for today. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time, please follow my funny friend. Hilarious dude. You got a lot of things coming up, so I'm excited for you. All right. Till next time. Peace out. Bye. Peace.